What's up, Galaxy Spider? Waymetal, how you doing? Alright, everything sounds good on my end. Let me pull the stream up real quick. How do I get to you? Why won't you show up? YouTube. There he is. There's the stream. Let's see who's up in here. Jesse, how you doing? Croissant, welcome. Checkinator, hello. Cam, Jerome, The View with Drew, Malik, Q-Wise. How are you all doing? No, I have not seen the Forever Purge yet. I actually kind of like... So I'm a huge horror fan. Like, I love horror. Halloween Horror Nights at Universal Orlando is one of my favorite events of the year. But I didn't really care for the first Purge a whole lot. I thought it was very underwhelming. I thought the idea was very good. And then the movie came out, and I was kind of like, that's kind of underwhelming. So I actually didn't really ever watch the next ones. But now I'm kind of interested. I might just watch them all. Getting caught making out in a car isn't the worst way to come out as a couple, LOL. No, that's not the worst way to come out as a couple at all, Matt S. Not at all. Ooh, I almost said the first one. It might be the third one. I'm going to say the first one. I'm doing good, Cody. Thank you for joining. Thank you to everybody who's pulling in right now. Make sure you do me a favor and hit that like button real quick. And if you're not subscribed, feel free to subscribe. Also, as a reminder, memberships are now live. So if you'd like to support the channel, you can now, and you'll get some cool emotes while you do it that look like this. Pow, pow, pow. And you'll get a little badge next to your name, but that's neither here nor here. How you doing, Vlogs? Disney World or Disneyland? Probably Disney World, yeah? What is the Purge? Is it the world be with no laws? Pretty much. Essentially, the Purge movie's preface is for 24 hours once a year, there are no laws. You can do anything you want, including murder. And the theory is that that will make people less bad. I like all of them. Temple of Doom's probably my least favorite out of the original trilogy, but not because I don't like it, just because I like the other ones more. Of course I'm flexing with the emote thing, Croissant. I like how the Purge franchise is one of the horror movie franchises that you don't need to watch all the movies. Yeah, like I said, I honestly wouldn't know. I haven't really watched them, so it's hard for me to tell. Disney World. Gabe, that's the real Disney. Disney World. I enjoy your and Warren opinion on Fast and Furious 9. Well, we'll be talking about that here in just a second. I'm just letting a couple people roll in, and then Universal for the new Jurassic World ride. Actually, you might be disappointed because I think they're taking it down because a hurricane's coming, Gabe. I actually... So there's a hurricane coming, so they're taking it down. This was... Yeah. I saw it on Twitter yesterday. But I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure I saw it on Twitter yesterday, though. My favorite theme park is probably Universal Orlando and Islands of Adventure. I love it. I was when I lived in Florida, I was born and raised in Florida. I just recently moved out to Utah. But I had season passes to Universal. It was awesome. Not any news yet. That's just what I heard, Gabe. I could be wrong, so just wait till you get there to find out. But the hurricane's coming, so those roller coasters have to be prepared for that so they don't get destroyed and cause millions of dollars worth of damage. All right, let's get this show on the road. Obviously, we're going to start with some Spider-Man No Way Home news. because that's what you all love the most. There was a ton of news this week for Spider-Man No Way Home, and it all had to do with... Sorry, guys. Gotta keep coughing. It all had to do with these little Funko Pops and toys that were revealed. It's pretty interesting. The Cosmic Wonder just did a video probably about 45 minutes ago talking about how we haven't gotten all of them and we still have more to get. So I don't know as far as what the leaks are going to tell us about what characters are involved. I agree with Warren and what he says about Disney's doing this on purpose and everything. So different stories coming along with that as far as what Spider-Man No Way Home can prepare for us. But one thing we did see was a really cool new outfit for Spider-Man. So it has kind of like the Iron Spider suit, but it looks a little less bulky. And it also looks like the gold lines go down and they cross. And it looks really, really cool. So I'm excited for that. I think it's going to look really cool. I think we're also going to see a few different outfits for this Spider-Man, and maybe for the other ones as well. We're going to see the classic outfits that they wear in their movies, and then I think they'll probably end up getting upgrades as well if they are as heavily involved as we would think. I already saw Black Widow, dang croissant, but I'll probably go back to theaters to watch it. The Girl and the Heart are representations of things we're going to be talking about on today's episode. So each little box, Spider-Man, F9, Star Wars, Loki, Megan Fox, and the Heart are all different categories of what we'll be talking about on today. Right now we're currently talking about Spider-Man No Way Home. Yeah, Gabe, I'm sorry about that. Hopefully it works out for you though. Who do I think is better action star, Harrison Ford or Harrison Ford? I don't think Liam Neeson's really an action star. I just think he's got a very impressive voice and he's a decent actor. He doesn't do a whole lot of stunts, and Harrison Ford doesn't really either anymore, obviously, but I still think in the grand scheme of things he does more of them. Bro, you look like Aquaman and Thor mixed. You just need to work out and you're good to go. I work out a little bit. Big flex. No, I'm just kidding. I know I'm small and weak in comparison. I gotta grab a drink, guys. Hold on, my throat's killing me. Indiana Jones. So do you know the story The View with Drew behind how Indiana Jones was created? How you doing, Nate the Great? Welcome. So the yeah, right. I work out. So the Star Wars, George Lucas and Harrison Ford were really good friends. And before the premiere came out, Harrison Ford and George Lucas were very, very nervous. So they actually went to Hawaii for the premiere. They weren't at the live premiere of Star Wars. They were in Hawaii because they thought it was going to be a total flop. And while they were there in Hawaii, not going to their premiere, they came up with the idea for Indiana Jones. A little fun fact for you. Thank you. I love my little mini fridge. And yes, Harrison Ford did get hurt during a fight scene with the new Indiana Jones, 100%. So, yeah, guys, Spider-Man No Way Home, that's the topic we're on right now. Overall, I think we're just going to have to wait. I personally still like the idea that the trailer will be coming out with Black Widow. So I don't know what to tell you apart from I think that's a possibility. But there's not a whole lot of news otherwise. I will say, how do you think Spider-Man will get the black and gold suit? So I don't know exactly how he's going to get all these suits, Gabe. But Happy's going to be involved. You know he still has access to all of Iron Man's stuff because he still has the Edith glasses. You know, and different stuff like that. So he has the same access to different stuff like he had. And it looks like there is going to be a very mythical element to this movie with Doctor Strange and the multiverse. So interesting enough, we'll have to see if Doctor Strange helps him, if Happy helps him, if he just has the technology on his own. Maybe he steals it from different Spider-Men in different universes, and he's like, I need this. Who knows? I have no clue. That's cool how they came up for a franchise while trying to get away from another franchise. Yeah, I think that was really cool too. I also think it's interesting to tell like this Star Wars is one of the world's biggest franchises, and they were like worried it wasn't good enough, you know. Black Mirror will get so much people watching it, 100%. I can't wait for Alfred Molina and Willem Dafoe to return. I can't either. That would be super, super cool. Harrison Ford did get hurt. He dislocated his shoulder doing a stunt at whatever age, and they had to stop or are currently stopped filming for 6 weeks while he recovers. Do I follow any sports? Yes, of course I follow sports. I'm a huge sports fan, actually. I follow kind of all of them. I have a favorite team across every sport. Are there going to be any F9 spoilers? If you don't want there to be, I don't have to talk about F9 spoilers. It doesn't really matter. We're just going to talk a little bit about what I thought about it and the future of the franchise. We can avoid spoilers if that's what you guys want. This show's for you guys, so whatever you need. And we will talk about Tom and Zendaya at the end, don't worry. That leaked black suit looks like an anti-Ock suit from the Spider-Man game. Ooh, interesting, interesting. Well, it sounds like he's going to need it, so maybe that is what it's going to be. That is Megan Fox. We're going to talk about her too in just a moment, Cody. But we can move on to F9 right now, actually. Let's talk a little bit about that, because let me tell you, the topic of Fast and Furious as a franchise is a very, very interesting one for any type of movie analyst. All right, so if you're a movie analyst and you think I called it Fantastic again. Fast and Furious, there is an interesting amount of news that follows it. So here's a franchise that was built on a very low budget, had very small actors at the time. And the first one and the second one were really, really cool. But after the third one, which was a random trying to, start this racing scene and make it a little gangster, and then the fourth one, which was trying to revitalize the first and the second, they had to switch gears or else the franchise was going to die. And that's what happened in Fast and Furious 5. That's where they go to Brazil, they drive the bank safe, they start doing the crazy stuff in Fast and Furious 5 and onward. They introduce The Rock. They start introducing Jason Statham. Their budgets get higher. Their explosions get bigger. Their tasks become more dangerous every time. They become international spies. They become cleared of all of their crimes. And all of this crazy stuff going on that eventually leads to F9. Now, I'm a huge fan of the entire franchise. I think it's a lot of fun. I know what to expect. I do love Fantastic Beasts and Harry Potter 100%. That's why I keep saying Fantastic. That's where I'm going is Fantastic Beasts. But Fast and Furious as a franchise has a very interesting fan base because there are those who are genuinely there for what we got in the beginning. The first 4 movies, I'll call it. The cars and the cool racing scenes and the cool story of, being not a good guy. Dom is a good dude and a good person, but he does bad things. Does that make him a good guy or a bad guy? So the whole storyline, and then you have Paul Walker, who's a cop going undercover, all of that stuff. And then you get to the 5th, and it's boom, explosions, driving a bank safe, flying a car between a building to get the little piece out of it, supercar this, and hacking that, and terrorist this. It got really, really, really crazy, and a lot of people don't like that. Warren, if you saw our reaction, actually dipped out of the Fast and Furious franchise about the 5th movie. And that was when things started to get crazy. Hey, Jason, how you doing? And my biggest complaint about F9 is there weren't really any car showcasing in it at all. So up to this point in the first 8 movies, even 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th, they left the whole racing scene, but they still showcased cool cars. It was, hey, walk into this garage and see all these cool cars, and Dom stands there during the briefing like, we're going to need some fast cars. That didn't happen in F9, They drove a few cars around, and they did car stuff, and there was a McLaren, and there was this and that. But there wasn't really any car showcasing. So I was a little upset about that. Overall, I don't care about the explosions and Dom driving cars off of mountains and catching zip lines with them and the magnets and all. I don't care about it. It doesn't need to make sense. Desafortunadamente yo no puedo calcular subtítulos porque no tengo un equipo para hacer eso. Pero gracias por juntarse aquí con nosotros. Overall, it was very exciting to have people show up and do all the Fast and Furious stuff. The 100% they did go to space is pretty crazy. The plots are the same now from 7, 8, and now 9. They're even chasing the same bad person, Cypher, this whole time. There is actually guaranteed, I believe, to be up to an F12. That's what they told me, Gabe. So I'm pretty sure we're going to get up to 12 Fast and Furious movies, but no clue. The Fast Saga is slowly already has transformed into Mission Impossible. Almost a cooler one, though. I do like the movies. They're fun. They're exciting. It's a good thing to go eat some popcorn while you watch. Like, I don't actually have a complaint about the film. The acting's gotten better. It's not as cheesy. Overall, it's still a super fun experience. I do Spanish. Thank you. So, overall, though, I don't know. I think it is just going to be a wait and see kind of thing. I mean, it's possible these next few movies they make in the Fast and Furious franchise could be really cool and super fun, but it's going to depend on us. They actually just recently turned Fast and Furious, or Fast and Furious just turned into the fourth highest grossing franchise of all time. So there is a fan base there. The movie did 100 million in its first weekend. Well, that's the question, right? What are they going to do in the next, 10, 11, and 12? How are you going to beat space? Are you going to the multiverse? I mean, now there was actually news going around that Fast and Furious was going to combine to either Transformers or Jurassic World. I don't think that's real. I think people are making that up just because Universal owns it all. But it will be interesting to see how all that plays out. So John Cena is a mediocre actor in total, and I say that, and he's going to be amazing in Suicide Squad. I know he's going to be amazing in Suicide Squad. But that's because Suicide Squad is his world, He's a pro wrestler, a super famous one who's good with that showy explosions and stuff. And you'd think Fast and Furious was good for him, but he played such a serious role in Fast and Furious that he kind of lost me on it. I don't think he was bad. I don't think his character was bad. I don't even think the idea of him having a long-lost brother was really that bad. But eventually, I was just like, that wasn't your role. And they had to get rid of The Rock because him and Vin Diesel weren't getting along, and it's Vin Diesel's franchise. So he's like, you know what, Rock, Jason Statham, go get your own. I want nothing to do with you. You're kind of taking all the spotlight away from me. And, I get that. The Rock's super cool. Jason Statham's super cool. They kind of changed the franchise for forever. The Hobbs and Shaw movie was fantastic. I loved it. But as far as Vin Diesel was concerned, so they had to get rid of him. And so they bring in John Cena to try to carry that weight. And although John Cena is a wrestler gone actor, just like The Rock, he's not as good. He's not as good of an actor as The Rock. The Rock has a different on-screen persona that has really made him a successful actor that John Cena really hasn't quite tapped into yet. So, I don't know. I'm not actually a huge fan of wrestling. I'm not going to lie. There are only supposed to be 2 movies left of Fast. The last 2 are going to be broken into 2 parts. Vin Diesel also confirmed for a new spin-off movie. So maybe I'm thinking about the spin-off movies. I heard there were going to be 12. I did hear the next one was going to be a 2-part one, so I don't know. They're starting filming in January, so. The writing of his character was bad. The whole sequence. You know what I hated? Oh my gosh, and I'm going to get real serious here for this. What was up with Vin Diesel, young Vin Diesel? Whatever actor they got to play young Vin Diesel when they flashed back to his dad's race, that looked nothing like him at all. It was a terrible pick. Terrible pick. I feel like there's somebody out there who looked more like Vin Diesel than whatever dude they picked. Oh, that was terrible. Would I like to see The Rock versus John Cena showdown in Fast 10, Chris? Well, here's what I know. If that happens, it's going to be John Cena going over to the Hobbs and Shaw movies. Or Hobbs and Shaw, sorry. That's how that's going to work. Your last name's Shaw, Gabe? Well, there you go. I'll be Hobbs. Nate the Great. I haven't seen any of the Fast and Furious films. Which are the real good ones? The first one's the best. The second one's really good as well. Does not feature Vin Diesel. I love the fifth one because that's when things start getting really big. The seventh one was good. Those are probably my favorite ones, yeah. I feel like it's a multiverse Scorpion from Mark Webb. I'll let him know, Ben. Don't worry. Well, young Vin Diesel is something I'll look forward to while watching the movie. It's super crazy, Matt. So yeah, guys. So Fast and Furious. Overall, I enjoyed it. I would recommend going and seeing it. But at the end of the day, you got to make that decision if that's something you're ready to put yourself through. Because it's not any less crazy, and they're only going to get crazier from here. That's just the reality of it. So that they didn't give away. So Aman, I think that this entire leaked Spider-Man toys was a setup played by Marvel. I think they were released and meant to be leaked. I think that was completely done on purpose to try to give us a little bit of an appetite for the Spider-Man, since so many people are going on and then going on and going on. So they released what they wanted to, and if you look at the Funko Pops, they're numbered. They're missing a ton of them. So you look at the 6 released Funko Pops, there's so many numbers that they're missing in succession there. And so I think they released them on purpose, and they did not want, obviously, Toby and Andrew's Funko Pops to be released with that. So that's what I think. Yes, Gabe, Lightning are about to win it all tomorrow, and I do want them to win. Freaking love the Lightning. I've watched every game so far. They've crushed it in this final. Chris, will you and Warren watch Suicide Squad early too? I don't believe we'll have early access to Suicide Squad, but I might be doing a watch party on the channel if that's something you guys would all be interested in. It'll be on HBO Max, so we'll be able to do that. So if that's something you guys want to do, we could easily have a Suicide Squad watch party. That'd be a lot of fun. Noah, how you doing? Welcome. Fast and 5 is Citizen Kane of the franchise. I mean, that's not wrong. Yeah, so if you look at the numbers, Dank counted them out for you from, I think it was like 314 to 326 or whatever, and we had 8 of them. There were 8 total missing. Hopefully we'll be able to see the Batman early. I love the Batman. I am super excited for the new Batman. All right, guys, going to move on to the next topic, which is a little bit of Star Wars news. If I can land on my red circle, there we go. So get my red circle over here. Let's extend him. A little bit of Star Wars news, and if you guys are watching the videos on the channel, then you know what exactly I'm about to talk about. You would actually like a watch party? Cool. Well, I'll look at getting a watch party going on. I'm doing good, Noah. Thank you for joining the stream, man. Have we talked Star Wars yet? Because I had to go for a couple minutes ago. We're talking about Star Wars right now, Nate. Star Wars. So this one, if any of you saw my video earlier in this week, it's essentially about that. And it's going to be about the new direction that Disney is headed into, and that's with all of the being proper, being politically correct. They're changing the name of Boba Fett's classic ship. So it's not going to be called Slave One anymore. It's just going to be referred to as Jango Fett's ship. Or Boba Fett's ship, depending on if they want to call it Jango or Boba's, because I guess it's Boba's now. But not a big fan of the Slave One name change. Yeah, and that's exactly what we're talking about. Luke Skywalker and Mando, maybe. Yeah, I heard about that. I don't think that's confirmed just yet. I don't know that we'll see him again until maybe the next following sequences. I think the next... Can you explain more on Mandalorian? Will it turn into the Book of Boba, or will it be its own thing? Okay, Matt Ass, I can talk about exactly that. So Matt Ass says, can you explain more on the Mandalorian Season 3? Will it turn into the Book of Boba, or will it be its own thing? So it's actually 2 separate things. So, Season 2 of Mandalorian... And here comes Boba Fett. Boba Fett's involved. Boba Fett's involved. Boba Fett's involved. The ending comes and he flies away when Luke shows up. And then The Mandalorian goes his own direction. That's two separate series with two separate storylines. And I think Mandalorian Season 3 is going to essentially focus on the hierarchy of Mandalore. The whole story was started with the Darksaber and with who was going to be in charge of it. And then now it belongs to Din. So what's going to happen? They have to respect that. You can't just give it to somebody, although in the Clone Wars, they did just give it to somebody. So it's a little bit messy, but I'm sure it'll end up with the lady being, whose name I blanked on, I apologize, becoming Queen of Mandalore, ruler of Mandalore. Yeah, Luke trains Grogu, but I don't think we're going to see it, Monkey. Yeah, I agree. A lot of people talking. The Slave 1 name change is kind of dumb. I don't think it's helping anybody else. I don't think it's making anybody feel better. But overall, I think, that's just the direction that we live in now, the world we live in. And that's one of hypersensitivity, where we need to be sensitive to anything that could affect people or make people upset. And I'm not trying to comment on politics. I don't care about any of that. I just want people to be aware of the name change so that they're not surprised. It was confirmed the day after the Lego set was leaked. And then Disney came out and said, yeah, they are going to be changing the name of the ship. So it is what it is. There's nothing anybody can do about it. Does it change the show? No. Does it change anything about how I feel about Star Wars? No. But it is interesting just that that's the decision that all of a sudden. And it was funny because on my video, I had actually a couple people comment like, hey, it's a kid's toy. Of course they're going to change the name. But if you look back, there are like 6 or 7 different sets of this ship that on the Lego box, very specifically, it says Slave 1. So it's not like, oh, this is a kid's toy, we should change it. It's been Slave 1 for years. I haven't actually seen Bad Batch yet, guys. I've heard it was really good. I've heard people really like the direction it took the animated series into, but I have not seen it. Somebody asked what my favorite trilogy was of Star Wars. Honestly, I might say the prequels. I grew up watching the prequels. I've always loved the prequels. I know they have a little bit of a controversial, are they good, are they bad, but I always liked them, so I'm just going to say it. It's a name change only on paper. We know it will always be Slave 1. And that's the accurate part of it, I guess. So my brother, he's a huge Boba Fett nerd. You know how, like, and that, I mean that delicately, right? There was the Boba Fett stanners who were just obsessed with Boba Fett. And all these characters are like important, but he loves Boba Fett. He has a full face mask and all this different memorabilia. He even has like one of the original action figures signed by Tamora Morrison. Not Tamora Morrison. No, yeah. No. Who was the actor who played Jango Fett? I can't recall his name, but he has it signed by him. He actually just passed away recently, sadly enough. But he has all that stuff. So I texted him when I was recording the video, said, hey, my video today is really going to piss you off. And he was like, what? And I sent it to him and he was all mad. But it is what it is. There's nothing we can do about it. Star Wars still has a lot of cool projects coming and a lot of fun stuff to talk about. So we'll just have to wait for that all to actually happen. And when it does, we can figure out, what direction we're going in with all that. But I want to change gears, guys. Yeah, the actor was old, Monkey. He was real old. He was the original Jango Fett. Let me look him up. I'll look up his name. You can look him up. Who played the original Boba Fett? It was not Tamora Morrison. Jeremy Bulloch. Who I believe did just pass away. Yeah, December 2020. Jeremy Andrew Bulloch was an English actor during a career 6 decades, recognition as the original and physical portrayal of Boba Fett in the Star Wars franchise. Very old dude. But he was the original Boba Fett. People love the trilogy they grew up with. That's the beauty of Star Wars. There are different fans for different trilogies, or people just love the Clone Wars. There's something for everyone. 100%. This is the real question, Chris. What's my least favorite trilogy? I mean, definitely the new one. I struggled with the new one. I struggled with the new sequel in so many different aspects. Just the logic behind it, the science behind it, the magic behind it, the acting behind it, the storyline. I struggled a lot enjoying it. So I just didn't have fun watching it. It was kind of more of work than it was enjoyable. So overall, that was probably my least favorite, without a doubt. I loved Rogue One. I actually even liked the Han Solo movie. I thought that was headed in a really cool direction that eventually got chopped off, and it's a shame that it happened that way, but it is what it is. Okay, let's move on to Loki, guys, and let me tell you what, there is so much going on with Loki right now. That is a game changer. So while we're talking about Loki, if you have any questions, throw them in. I'll try my best to answer them. I realize it can be getting a little confusing, yes. But what are you guys thinking? What are you wondering? Where are your questions? We've headed into a very interesting direction. The Last Jedi was so bad. Warren liked it. I couldn't stand it. I disagree, actually. I think the second or the first in the new trilogy were the worst ones. Probably the second one. Whew, I'm just going to take a second to breathe while you guys get your questions in. It's hot in this room, but if I turn on the fan, all you hear is so I have to keep it off. So, okay, that's a good question. Where did Loki go at the end? And I will inform you, I don't actually know. I'm not best friends with the writer. I can't text him and find out. But here's what I can understand. He's not dead. He was sent to an alternate reality, which I think is the reality. So my big theory, and this again is a theory. I'm sorry, I'm trying to piece this all together so it makes sense, and I'm sorry I'm jumping around. My big theory is that the big bad, the person who created the fake timekeepers and has created the TVA is a Loki. That's my theory. I'm kind of double downing on it. Warren thinks it's Kang. Maybe it's Kang. It makes a lot of sense. He has a very compelling argument. I just think it's going to be Loki. I think that they were sent to the universe where this Loki took over. And that's why we have a destroyed New York behind them when they land. This is with the destroyed tower. You can see the Sanctum Sanctorum all destroyed. So I think in this universe where they were sent, they're being kept in the universe where the Loki who's in charge reigned supreme before he became leader of the universe by taking over the TVA. I think this whole time, they talk about what makes a Loki tick and why is Loki a Loki, and are Lokis always meant to lose? But this whole time, a Loki has been the winner. I honestly and firmly believe that it makes the most sense because it's a Disney Plus series. WandaVision ended with WandaVision. Falcon and the Winter Soldier ended with Falcon becoming Captain America. We didn't, not yet, Madison. We're about to get to it. So all of these Disney Plus series, we thought Mephisto was going to be involved, and we thought that Ralph Bohner was going to end up being a big, huge multiverse reveal for X-Men, and all these Fox characters were going to start pouring in, and that Reed Richards was the special scientist, and all of the stuff that didn't happen because WandaVision was about Wanda. So she was the one. Moving on from that, Falcon and the Winter Soldier. There was no mutant reveal in Madripoor. There was no, where's Captain America Steve Rogers at? He's at the sword base. He's on the moon. All of this going on. It was about Falcon becoming Captain America. So all of these series have been exploratory series for these characters who have kind of been sidelined. Loki's been sidelined. Falcon was sidelined. Wanda's been sidelined. They're not real main characters. They haven't had movies. They haven't had stories told, but they're pivotal moving forward, right? Wanda's going to be an extremely important character moving forward. She's involved in Spider-Man, we're hearing. She's involved in Doctor Strange: The Multiverse of Madness in a huge way. Kevin Feige even went as far to say that she's the backbone of Multiverse of Madness. So we needed her story to be told so we knew what was going on. She became the Scarlet Witch. Same with Captain America, new Captain America. Falcon was a sideline character. And no problem, Nate. So you get to Loki, and it's the same story. He was a sideline character. He hasn't had his own movie. And we don't see him as a sideline character because he's been in the MCU for such a long time. But his story has never been told. And how cool would it be if Loki, who in every essence of the word has just lost every single time he's tried to do something, standing up to Thanos, he's dead. Going to take on the world, he gets taken out by the Avengers. Going to backstab this person, he gets screwed over. Becomes the king in Sakaar and doesn't work out for him. It's just constantly losing and losing and losing. How cool for the character would it be that this whole time a version of him has been in charge of the entire universe? I just think it'd be cool. I just think it'd be really cool if that were the case. And he's pulling all the strings. And he doesn't want other Lokis to win because Lokis are narcissistic. He's better than them, you know. But I don't know. That's just my thought. It all lines up really well. Do I think Renslayer is the lover of Kang? I think she will be. I don't think she is yet. But you know what? At the same time, it's possible that she is, and Kang's the big bad, and it's super obvious, and they're going for the obvious reveal. I just don't think Marvel would do the most obvious thing, and the most obvious thing for me right now is that it is Kang. So yeah, that's my thoughts. I think overall, a lot of exciting stuff coming. If anybody has any other questions about Loki before we move on to the last two topics, I'd love to answer them. Thank you, Chris, for the live stream. Even though I'm bummed out by Hurricane, I'm still happy you did this. Have a nice 4th. Don't be too bummed out, Gabe. Hopefully it will move. They do it all the time. I grew up with hurricanes all the time, and they end up not hitting where they told you anyway. So hopefully you won't have any issues with that, dude. I think it might be the superior Loki. They bring that up so frequently of who's the best Loki. And then the last detail I'll have for my evidence is the idea of a Loki liking another Loki, not even necessarily romantically, just liking their existence, being friends with them, not trying to destroy them, almost caused a Nexus event. That's how rare it is that a Loki likes other Lokis. So maybe you would think, well, if Loki's in charge, why wouldn't he help the other Lokis? Because Lokis hate each other. So the idea that Sylvie and Loki would possibly even have a consideration of being friends could cause a Nexus event. Hi, Alley Cat. What are you doing? I have a sore throat. I'm not happy about it. I don't believe they are there. I think what happened with the timekeepers. Have a good one, Gabe. I believe the deal with the timekeepers is they existed whenever the big bad, whether it's Kang or Loki, were around, and he took over them and has been using their idea of existence as puppetry. But he defeated them forever ago. I think that's what we'll find out. So, Matt, that's the original Loki costume. If you look up Loki, original Loki, that's what he looks like. Yeah, it'd be sick if it was a superior Loki. I just think it'd be a really cool transition that maybe people didn't think about. And the other day when we were doing this stream, the after chat discussion with Warren, I was 100% on board of the Kang train. But then I thought about it while he was talking. I'm like, I bet it's Loki. And we just went off with that. And I've honestly, the more I've thought about it, the more I've believed it's going to be Loki. I'm in Africa, and I watch Loki on cracked Netflix because Disney Plus is unavailable. But this is the best MCU thing ever after Endgame. Lionel, I 100% agree with you. Thanks for joining us from Africa, by the way. But it's got all of the emotions of a big MCU project. You know, WandaVision was weird and obscure. Falcon and the Winter Soldier was safe and expected and predictable. But this Loki series has had all the emotions and feelings of a big MCU project. It's actually Mephisto behind everything. You know what? If that's what happens, Dank, I will come back to this chat. I will screenshot that, and I will make sure the world knows you were first to say it. Teague, how you doing? So yeah, guys, that's my thoughts on Loki. Still believe the TV is in the quantum realm theory. Yeah, I still believe it. I think it makes a lot of sense. But I will admit that if it is in the quantum realm, it does lead more towards that being Kang than it being Loki. So I'm trying to be fair with my analysis. I just think it'd be cool if it was Loki, so I'm kind of digging into it. And if I'm right, that means I'm right. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and I don't mind being wrong. But overall, I'm very interested to find out what the actual answer is. I think it'd be cool if it were Kang. But if it's not, I'm not going to be upset. I mean, if it were Loki, but if it's not, I'm not going to be upset. I'll be happy with whatever they give us. It'd be super cool if they brought Kang into the MCU. All right, guys. Time to talk about Megan What a Fox. Loki Season 2 is not confirmed. Have you or Warren been stopped in public and noticed? Actually, the other day, and it was the first time it's ever happened, and the only time it's ever happened, we were at Outback Steakhouse, and one of the cooks or the busboys came running out of the back of the kitchen when we went to leave, and he said that he recognized us from our YouTube channel and that they watch us all the time. It was the first time. First time it's ever happened. It was super weird. Super, super weird. Warren, hope you and your wife and Chris have a safe 4th of July. Brian, I'm Chris. Warren is the Cosmic Wonder, and he is not on right now. But thank you. I will let him know. Do you think that we may get Leonardo DiCaprio Spider-Man in the Multiverse of Madness? If we do, if we get a Leo or a Tom Cruise, it will be for a very short and small scene. It'd be cool. I don't know that I can say it's going to happen. There's enough happening already. But it'd be cool if Doctor Strange opened up a portal and Tom Cruise Iron Man was there and he closed it back down because it was the wrong one. Not 100% confirmed, Lord Ventix. No. Venjix. Not 100% confirmed. Do I think Megan will ever have a role in any upcoming MCU movies? Well, let's talk about it, right? That's the next topic. She recently came out, I think, with The Hollywood Reporter, or maybe it was somebody else. I can't remember which magazine it was. She had a recent interview, and they asked her about it, because everybody got to get asked about it. And she said she would love to join the MCU or the DC universe. And I think that's super interesting. I did a fan cast video yesterday. Somebody tell Nate I'm done talking about Loki. I think, and I honestly said it yesterday, I would love to see her play my number one pick, which was Elsa Braveheart. She'd be a lot of fun. She has that kind of role. She's not really a hero, but she's not a villain. She's kind of an anti-hero, which will make her a lot of fun. So, I don't know. Super exciting with that. Overall, I just think the idea of casting her shows the direction Marvel's going in. Or DC, I could definitely see her play Poison Ivy or the daughter of Wonder Woman, Donna Troy. That would be super, super cool as well. She would play a really cool Donna Troy. The problem is, how are you just going to show up with Donna Troy, right? So here's Wonder Woman. She's been madly in love with Steve this whole time, and all of a sudden, Steve's dead. She doesn't have a lover. Here's a daughter. It doesn't make sense. So I don't know how that would fit in. That's the thing, and Madison, I agree with you. She would be sick as a lot of different characters. She is, in my opinion, a very talented actress. She's a little crazy. I know a lot of people don't necessarily like her, but she is, in my opinion, a talented actress who has the ability to put and personify anybody. So, thank you, Extreme, for joining, and thanks for being here. I'm not going to give you the trailer, gaming fan. I'm keeping it for myself. I obviously have it right here, and I'm hiding it away. It's actually in that box. If you can see that box, it's right in that box. I'm just going to leave it there, though. So I'm going to stick with Elsa Braveheart. Or Bravestone. Am I saying that wrong? I might be saying that wrong. Let me make sure I'm saying it right. Nope, it's Bravestone. Nope, it's not. What the heck? What's her name? Bloodstone. What the heck is wrong with me? Come on, Chris. Emilia Clarke playing Spider-Woman. I don't think Emilia Clarke would be playing Spider-Woman. She has a very important role in the Secret Wars thing coming up, so that'll be pretty cool. All right, fine gaming fan. The password is 1. Did you get it? Yeah, Teague, I haven't seen it yet. Just been super busy. But yeah, I love Emilia Clarke. I think she's a super good actress. I think she's super pretty. I think she's a lot of fun. She was awesome in Game of Thrones, just in a lot of different ways. So it'll be interesting to see what she does in the MCU. I think whatever she does, it'll be pretty big. I think Donna Troy and Poison Ivy are my favorite for Megan, but like you said, kind of hard to introduce Donna. It just wouldn't make sense. Like, oh, here's Donna. Like, unless they plan on doing Wonder Woman 3, and then at the very end somehow it reveals that she had a kid, and then Donna Troy gets her own movie, and it's like way down after, like the post-credit scenes show that Wonder Woman has a kid, blah, blah, blah. Then that would be fine, I suppose, but that'd be a long way away before we get Megan Fox as Donna Troy, and nobody wants to wait that long. No, Matt, stop it. I'll delete the whole stream. I don't think Megan Fox would play Spider-Girl because I feel like they already have that figured out. I have no clue because I don't really know what Secret Invasion is going to be about. I obviously know the Secret Invasion storyline, but I don't know what Secret Invasion is going to entail and include. So, I don't know. Tell all the AMC employees to type that in. Yeah, go for it. Type it in. Type it in. I've already seen the Spider-Man trailer like 8 times. That's a lie. I actually haven't. I haven't actually seen it. Loki, Big Bad, and Fantastic Four. No, I don't know how Loki fits into the MCU after his series. Maybe. So let's assume that this superior Loki, has been running the thing the whole time. Just follow me on this. If that's the case, and our Loki, Tom Hiddleston's Loki from our timeline, defeats him, I presume he would take his spot as ruler of the universe and just stay there. Thank you, Lionel. I appreciate that a ton. I've been working super hard, and a lot of you guys are here making it possible for me to keep on. Hopefully, the channel gets a little bit more traction. For those of you wondering, he said, "You dudes are the most underrated YouTubers I know. The stuff you cover deserves a TV show, a news outlet, or just something to blow you guys up." Working super hard on it, just trying to make sure the community, like you guys, I keep doing these live shows because honestly, it's a lot of fun to interact with you guys live. You guys ask questions and I answer them. I actually enjoy that a lot. It's a lot of work to sit here and talk for an hour, I'll be honest. Not necessarily because I don't know what to talk about, just because talking is a lot of work. But what I want to start doing, and neither of my 2 members are here at the moment, but what I do want to start doing is I want to start inviting members onto the live stream into my Discord, and they could talk with me, or I'll let them ask questions or do something. That's what I want to start doing. So if you are interested in becoming a member, you just have to click the join button and you get emotes, and I'm looking at making it so that members can join the live stream. I'm going to have to figure out the details behind how I want to actually do that, but that was my plan. Daisy Ridley, a Supergirl. She is a really pretty girl, good at martial arts, thanks to Star Wars. So they already have a Supergirl, unfortunately. But I would like to see Daisy Ridley in the MCU, yes. You love my live shows? I love them too. It's a lot of fun. Talking is a lot of work. Hey, it is. Especially for me. I don't actually like talking as much. UHD food? I don't know what HD food is. Ooh, scratchy. How you doing, Dev? Which I may have pronounced incorrectly again, and for which I apologize. My obvious choice for Spider-Woman is Alicia Vigor or Jessica Henwick. Jessica would be a good pick. I'd be alright with Jessica. Alright, guys, let's move on to the final topic of the evening, and that is my favorite topic of the evening. The Lovebirds. Oh my gosh, what happened? How did we not see this coming? I actually thought about it a few times, and I was like, nah, they probably aren't. My Discord, I'll drop a link to my Discord, Daniel's Hot Topics. Let me go grab one, because I don't actually have one on hand. Invite people. Copy. Paste. There you go. I know, Madison, so why don't you tell me how excited you are about this? And here's why this is cool, because it is a cool couple, and it doesn't really matter, and I'm not really one to talk about Hollywood gossip, and I'm not trying to expose them or anything like that. You know, the picture's out there, I didn't take it. I'm just going to talk about it a little bit because I do think it's pretty fun. But what a cool little, I don't know. It's just fun, right? Toby and Kristen, Andrew and Emma, and now Tom and Zendaya. Exactly, right, Denk? And that's the point. You know, it's just this role of Spider-Man and MJ, and that's part of it. And I don't want to say that they're only together because they're Spider-Man and AJ or MJ. But I just think playing Peter Parker and playing MJ has such passion in it because it is such an intense role. Spider-Man is one of the world's most iconic superheroes. Not in the MCU, not in Marvel, not in the comic, in the world. In the entire world, Spider-Man is one of the most amazing superheroes. He's one of my all-time favorites. He's who I grew up watching. His animated series, his comic books, Tobey Maguire's movies. It's insane to think the pressure of being a Spider-Man, of being Spider-Man's girlfriend, being MJ. The character MJ herself is a very, very important character in the comics and in the movies. It's just a crazy cool to see how that translates into the real world. And although I'm sure they may have ended up together regardless of this movie, it's very impressionate to me to see that that's happened 3 times now with 3 Peter Parkers and 3 MJs. Are you you want to date Tom Holland? I do too. I'm jealous of Zendaya. So it's I don't know, it's just super cool. I thought it was worth mentioning. Like I said, this isn't a channel where we talk about Hollywood gossip, but I thought it was a lot of fun. And it just is very telling for me as a fan of the character of Spider-Man and of MJ. Yet again, 3rd time in a row, look, we're together, and it's super cool. It's super cool. I have heard that Emma Stone will not be involved in the new Spider-Man. I have heard that Kristen Dunst will be involved. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Super crazy. Who doesn't want to date Zendaya? I want to date Tom Holland. Dude's a freaking dreamboat. Talking about how, you know, when I do the movies and we're doing all the fun stuff, absolutely awesome opportunity to be Peter Parker. I always thought it was super funny to watch him go from Peter Parker to an English person. But I don't know. Zendaya's a pretty talented individual. She's managed to stay normal and sane through all the fame. She was a Disney star. You know, look at what was her co-host on that show. Bella Thorne. She turned into a freaking mess. All of the other ones. There's so many different Disney stars, but she's managed to keep her head on straight. She's managed to retain a very sophisticated modern woman beauty. She's got her fashion line. She's, you know, overall, I just think it's super cool. Hey, Dank, don't be mean. Don't be mean to me, Dank. I want photos of me kissing Zendaya and Tom Holland in Las Vegas. You want of kissing both of them at the same time? I remind you of Chris Hemsworth. That is a huge compliment. Guys, Chris Hemsworth is freaking jacked. The dude is huge. The dude might be bigger than The Rock right now. I'm not even joking. Dude is ridiculous. One of the most gorgeous dudes on the planet as well. Look at this thing. What the freak is that about? How do you just decide, hey, I'm going to get giant. I'm going to become an actual real life superhero. And then you go and you're just like, and now next thing you know, you're freaking huge and you're gorgeous and you got big old baby blue eyes. Freaking insanity. Absolutely insanity. He did skip leg day, it looks like, just a little bit. Then he got some tiny little legs. But maybe that's just some angle trickery. Random and off topic, but I hate when the origin story movies have the first villain they fought be their arch nemesis. For some reason, it really annoys me. Well, you're not wrong, Teague, right? You have these characters who are brand new, and all of a sudden, here's your arch nemesis. I don't know that anybody's better than Chris Hemsworth, but maybe you are. I couldn't speak for it. Chris Hemsworth is a freaking dreamboat. A freaking dreamboat. Crikey. R.I.P. R.I.P. Mr. Crocky. But yeah, lots of fun. All right, guys. So I've talked about all the topics I want to talk about. If you have any last moment questions, feel free to ask them. I'll try to answer them the best I can. And then we can call this another culture catch-up day. I freaking love this segment, guys. It's a blast. An absolute blast and an honor to be able to be in here with you guys. So fun fact, my dad's English. Dan Croissant. He's not even an American citizen. My entire family lives in England. So Tom Holland and Zendaya are together. That's cool. It is cool, isn't it, Zero? Will we get a Spider-Man trailer this month? I think this month we should get it. I still think it's going to come with the Black Widow movie, personally. But that's a guess. How am I? I'm tired. I'm good. I'm busy. I work really hard. Overall, I just am enjoying myself. My wife's streaming. I'm streaming. Warren's working. We're all just trying to keep up with all the crazy news going on. Maybe. I don't think Ant-Man could take down Kang on his own, and if he does, I'd be very disappointed. So, the question is, will Kang be the next villain for the Avengers after Ant-Man 3? I don't think Ant-Man can single-handedly take him down. Right? So we're definitely going to see him again. If he does, then I'd be kind of disappointed. It'd be kind of a waste of Kang. Ooh, it depends. If Thanos has all the Infinity Stones, I think I would say Thanos. Thanos on his own, probably not. What is the time for you right now? 1:38 p.m. Will Loki team up with Thor in the future films? So, Tom Hiddleston was asked this during the press conference we went to, and he said specifically, Thor and Loki have done pretty much everything they need to together. So, probably not. How does Ant-Man even do it? Do what? Spider-Man versus Black Widow? I'm going to say Spider-Man. Could Black Widow ever be brought back with the multiverse somehow? 100%. Wouldn't even be that hard. What's my opinion of the recast of Cassie Lang? At the moment, I don't think it matters. We'll have to wait and see. It really doesn't matter that whole much. Will we ever see the one above all... The one above all in the MCU? What's the one above all in the MCU? I'm not sure who that is. I'm afraid. Because it was an epic ending, I don't want them to mess that. I don't think they will. And when you see the Black Widow movie, you'll understand maybe a little more as to why. But, I don't think they will. Do you see that Tom Daya memes on Twitter? They're literally hilarious. I was dying yesterday. No, you'll have to at me on some of them so I can see them, Madison. I haven't seen any of them. Oh, Thanos is definitely thicker. Morgan Stark versus Falcon America. At the moment, probably Falcon America. Then maybe, I don't know. I don't actually know a lot about the one above all, honestly. Snapped away. How you doing? Welcome, team member. Do you think that there will ever be a DC versus Marvel? No, because nobody can win that. Except for, I guess, the producers making the money. But the fans will just lose. It will be terrible if they ever do that. Yeah, I've never actually heard about him. Let me Google it real quick. Maybe I do. Maybe he goes by a different name that I know of. I try to be honest. When I don't know something, I don't try to pretend like I do. Oh, yes, I do. I do. I just looked up a picture of him. Oh, if we ever get this character, it'll be a long way away. Oh, if she took on the Iron Man mantle, then probably Morgan. There's a lot of comics where she's actually stronger than Iron Man. I don't think Sam will take the Super Soldier Serum, even though in the comics he does. DC needs to get their crap together first, 100%. Right now, Marvel would absolutely run over DC. Her name is Emma Foreman. I don't know. I can't pronounce her last name, but her name. She's a blonde girl from what's it called? From that one show. She's this chick. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but she's this chick. I'll pull her up on the thing. Hold on. Emma Foreman. This chick. Here you go. One sec. Her. It's her. She's the new one. Ouch. I think if he is the big bad, we will see a glimpse of him. I think we'll see a glimpse of him. I think he is. I think he's working on the not on the moon specifically, but I think he's working on the sword base. I think he's in space with what's his name, with one-eyed dude, Nick Fury. No, Emma's the new one. Emma's the new one. The old one was what's her name? I can't remember what her name was. Let me find it. Who plays Cassie Lang in Endgame? Her name is bum 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 ba-dum. Bum bum ba-dum bum bum. Castaways. Oh no, you're right. Emma is the old actress. Who's the new one? You're right. Who is the new Cassie Lang? Catherine Newton. That's who she is. Thank you. Yeah. Catherine Newton. That's who it is. Oh, she's the chick from Detective Pikachu. That's who she is. That's how I know her. She's the blonde girl from Detective Pikachu. She's going to be in it now. Chris, if there are mutants in Black Widow movie, blink both your eyes. Harold Iron Man is going to make a cameo in Black Widow. I've seen Black Widow, so I'm not going to say anything. I know this won't happen, but how cool would it be if Deadpool makes a small cameo in No Way Home? It'd be the coolest thing ever. All I want from the MCU is for them to give me a Spider-Man Deadpool team-up movie. I would love that. There are some of the... Have you guys ever read the Spider-Man Deadpool comics? They are a freaking blast. They are so much fun. Absolutely so much fun. What's the call for Megan Fox, DC or Marvel? Probably she'll end up DC. Do you guys see my new background? Look, I updated it. I added a new shelf. Castaway. We are castaways. Ahoy there. Ahoy. We are castaways. Alright, guys. I think it's about time for me to finish up. I'm getting real hot. Spider-Man and Deadpool team up is going to be so epic of Deadpool making fun of Peter. Yeah, and that's pretty much all they do in the comics is just make fun of Peter the whole time. It's super fun. Do we know if Jeremy Renner makes cameo Black Widow at all? I mean, I know. I don't know if I'm allowed to tell you. But I know. I prefer Marvel. Thank you. My Spider-Man chair is very lit. Casper the Ghost will not be in Doctor Strange. Chris, we need a full music video of you singing Castaways. Castaways. We are castaways. Ahoy there, ahoy. We are castaways. Loki's right there, don't worry. He's gotten a higher spot now. Fahad, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining. Castaway, we are castaway. Ahoy there. Oh man, you guys are so much fun. I don't even want to finish. I did not get the Loki package. I'm not as cool as Warren, guys. Warren's YouTube channel is a lot bigger than mine, so he gets extra fancy stuff. You're gonna see Black Widow opening night. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Who's my favorite fictional character of all time ever? Oh, that's a hard question. I don't know. Warren's not here. Warren went out. Where did I get that mic? I want to know where to buy one. So this is the Elgato Blue series. Gorgeous mic. Honestly, for the price, probably the best mic you can get for the price. I'm going to say $160. And I just got it at Best Buy. They have them at Best Buy. It's Yeti Blue. I love you too, Fahad. Thank you. I'm going to see Black Widow the day before it comes out. I saw Black Widow a month before it came out. Your move. Ugh. Ahoy there. Ahoy. We are castaways. Marvel or Star Wars? Marvel. Definitely Marvel. I love Marvel. I've always loved Marvel. From before the MCU was even a thing. I remember when I found out they were making an Iron Man movie before I realized they were doing a cinematic universe. And I was pumped. Sure, I'll just Google it here for you so you can see. They got different colors of it and everything. Let me pull up my second screen. Pull up the chat. Yeti Blue Stream mic. It's on 121. That's the professional blackout. There's mine right there. Hey Yeti, you gonna give me a sponsorship? Look at me, I'm selling mics to your people. Pro Streamer Pack. Yeti Streamer Split. Find a deal. I don't need the whole overstream. I just want the mic. Accessories. Nope. Microphones. Here it is. Let's see, where's mine? This one. In blue. Doesn't have a name. It's just called Yeti. So there you go. I mean, you should always watch the Star Wars trilogy, yes. If you have $130 to buy a mic, this mic is fantastic. Warren and I went and bought 2 mics. We bought this one, and we went and bought, so this one's $129, and then we went and bought one that was like $900. And we recorded with both of them, and this one actually sounded better. But Atini, if I said your name incorrectly, I apologize. You should subscribe to my new YouTube channel where I will actually be talking about all sorts of stuff on how to make a YouTube channel, what equipment, camera, microphones, how to set up Streamlabs, how to connect Stream Links, how to edit. I'm doing all of that on a channel called Make Waves. So if you're interested in learning stuff like that, I haven't started uploading it just yet, but I would highly recommend you give it a little look. I'll drop a link for you and anybody interested. So this was an old channel of mine. I actually talked about this last week, and I used to do gaming stuff on it, but I'm going to switch it over to all sorts of things like that. What was your question, Davis Extreme? I don't see it. I don't want to see new Iron Man. I don't see your question. Re-ask it, because I'm not seeing it here. All right, have a good one, Dev. Thank you for stopping by. We are castaways. Kristen Bale's Batman was awesome. Let's go to Sony HQ and threaten them to drop the trailer. I don't think that'll work. But plus, like I told you, it's just sitting there in this box right there. Kristen Bale. Thor Love and Thunder is going to be super, super cool. Thor Love. I'm very, very excited for Thor Love and Thunder. He's playing Gore the God Butcher. Castaway. Guardians of the Galaxy is going to be in it, 100%. This was fun. Take care. Then let's raid Chris's home. Don't raid Chris's home. That's where Chris lives. Loki will get scared. That's Guardians of the Galaxy, maybe a series. So you saw Black Widow a month early. Did you like it? I did like it. It was a lot of fun. Not the best movie ever made, obviously. Like, that's the problem with the MCU is they can't all be the best movie ever made. But it tells a cool story of Black Widow. There's a lot of good hand-to-hand combat. There are some pretty cool reveals. The post-credit scene's pretty nutty. Underwhelming in a lot of areas that we've talked about and predicted, but overall, a fun experience for sure. You're coming for me. Do it, I dare you. Chris, is Sony HQ? I would never be Sony HQ. I actually don't like Sony at all. Ahoy there, we are castaways. Guys, if you haven't, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to my other YouTube channel, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and join the Discord. Can I text you on Instagram? I don't text anybody on Instagram. I don't even think anybody texts me on Instagram. My Instagram's tiny. I don't have any friends on Instagram. But feel free to follow me. It's just my personal account anyway. Have you ever watched movies on piracy sites like Putlucker? And ever in my entire life? Yes. The Princess Bride is probably my favorite movie of all time. In case you were wondering. Alright. Copy. Discord link if anybody is interested. Paste. There's Discord. If you want to chat with me, Fahad, yeah, I got to join Discord. That's really the only place I interact with people. I'm excited to see the MCU at IMAX on Thursday. It'll be fun to be in the theaters, won't it? You can follow me on Instagram, but I'm only going to chat with you on Discord. I'll drop my Instagram link as well. My Instagram's really just my private Instagram. There's not really, well, not private, but personal. Like, I don't have movie stuff on there. But I'll post a link for you here. Just pictures of me and my cat mostly. Copy. Paste. Please make a full video of me singing Castaway. Dank, did you ever see my music video I did with Warren? Here's my Twitter for anybody who cares. You have to defriend me. Why would you defriend me? Here, I'll play it for you if you want to see it. Nope, 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 nope. Not you. I don't even know where it is. Did I not put it on this channel? I thought I did. Oh yeah, I did. Right there. Okay. No, I didn't see it, but I want to now. Okay. You can't laugh because it's cringe as hell. But let me turn it on. We made this before Endgame came out. It was a parody off of PewDiePie's video. And we'll just watch it, but we'll have to be very kind to my feelings because I have feelings. Let's go. Castaway. We are castaways. So we actually wrote the lyrics and edited it all on our own. So you should be very impressed. All right, you ready for this? Nobody laugh at me. Too much. You can laugh at me a little bit, I suppose. Let me pull back up the stream. You saw this, Madison? Oh, it's so bad. It's pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie to you. You ready? Go. Oh no.
I know that you and the Avengers had your differences, but today we just want to tell you, hey, congratulations on the decimation. Finally got those gyms and snapped away half of the nation. Hey, congratulations, don't be celebrating. Thor's going to go for your head in Avengers Endgame. Hey, congratulations to your desperation to save the universe. You killed half of its population. Yeah, you did it.
Very nice.
And all it took. You said it cost you everything while crying like a baby.
Now you're at number 1. Hope you did nothing wrong, like starting your reign by killing millions for fun. Oops, didn't think we'd see. Well, your plan won't work out like it should. Get ready to pay for making Spider-Man not feel so good.
I'm sure right now no one is thinking all the dead will be back. I'm sure right now no one thinks the Avengers get the last snap. For spoiler reasons, that's a joke. For spoiler reasons, that's a joke. For serious Russo bros, do not snap us, that was just a joke.
Thanos, I am sorry about the memes, you're the best. I'm sure that Ant-Man won't really wanna crawl up inside your You killed half of our loved ones with your mass genocide.
You're about to go down like T-Series against PewDiePie. Congratulations on the decimation. Finally got those gyms and snapped away half of the nation. Hey, congratulations, don't be celebrating. Thor's going to go for your head in Avengers Endgame. Avengers Endgame. Avengers Endgame. Avengers Endgame. Avengers Endgame. Read a letter on a post. What is this? Russo brothers saying don't let any spoilers slip. Well, I'm sorry to be sharing all these leaks in my videos, but we're still out here trying to figure out your cryptic photos. Thanos sacrificed his kids. He's not a good parent. Also, he straight kidnapped them. So really up that parent. Did you know that Thanos' plan was really trying to save us?
That's a blatant stupid lie.
Peter, please don't leave that school bus.
Thanos had his plan all figured out. That's sick, son. Perhaps you could have used the stones to fix our resource system. Maybe you could use those gems to fix your stupid ugly face. But looking at you in the mirror, I don't think that that's the case. But never mind the dusted, we just hit a party. Gonna read some comics with the Marvel on. not about endgame cause we avoiding the spoilers. If someone tells me something, then I might just kamikaze.
So this is it, thanks for sticking with Marvel. Ever since it was just Tony making suits out of metal. Yeah, this is it, it's been an adventure. It's the end of the road for Captain Stephen Grant Rogers. Through Solo and Avengers films, you've been by my side. There's no other heroes in the world I'd rather give my watch time. It's been a wild ride, so while they can still be heard, here's one last repulsor blast from our favorite heroes in the world. Hey, congratulations on the decimation. Finally got those gems and snapped away half of the nations. Hey, congratulations, don't be celebrating. Thor's going to go for your head in Avengers Endgame. Avengers Endgame. Avengers Endgame. Avengers Endgame. Avengers Endgame. Your big day. Congratulations.
So yeah, that happened.
You did it! Subscribe to PewDiePie!
I hope all those Ant-Man memes don't severely affect your bottom.
So yeah, that happened. That was a moment in my life. We had a lot of fun doing it, but we did that completely on our own. We wrote the lyrics. Like, I don't know. We did the whole thing in 24 hours too, because we procrastinated a ton. Again, guys, if you want to follow this YouTube channel, I'm going to start posting some tips and tricks on how to become a YouTuber or any type of social media artist, content creator. I'm going to get moving on that real soon here, post the first video, and then start on how to do thumbnails, how to edit, how to come up with ideas, what kind of content, all of that. But thanks for watching that, guys. I forgot, actually. It was actually better than I remember. You're Loki from my Discord. What's good? But yeah, we had a lot of fun doing that. It was before Endgame was released. We did it the week before Endgame was released. No, I actually did not get paid to do that at all. And the channel I posted it on is not even monetized yet. So it has, I think, 8,000 views. But let's see, 8,800 views. And no, that channel's not monetized. What do you need? It's gaming. You laughed a little bit, Dan Croissant, but that's okay. I can help you get my Discord account back. I still have Discord. I'm afraid I don't need help getting it back because I still have it. Yeah, it's all still here. So yeah, subscribe to that channel, guys. I'm trying to get new content out to it. Share it with your friends who want to become YouTubers as well. If I could get that channel monetized, that'd be really awesome for me. Not gonna lie, like, it'd be fun. And it's a project I really want to work on, so it's kind of ironic that you said that they are going for your head. Yeah, right? Who would have thought? We actually in that song got a lot of stuff really right. I may have laughed a bit at the beginning. That's okay. Honestly, we didn't make it to be serious. We did it to have fun. I didn't say that I can't log into my account, Logie. That's somebody else. That would be somebody else because I'm logged in right now. I'll drop a link for it. It's called Make Waves. It's got a bunch of stuff on it right now because I was doing like a gaming channel, but I'm going to pivot it and do tutorials on how to become content creators. But super fun. Super excited for that. But yeah, guys, I think I'm going to finish off the stream with that. You guys are the best. You guys rock. I had a freaking blast today. I even stayed on longer than I was planning on just because I was having fun chatting with you guys. You're here every week. You're there for the watch parties. I see you commenting in the videos all the time. You really make it possible for me to be able to do this every day. On top of editing Warren's videos and coming up with new content ideas and researching and helping my wife stream and all sorts of stuff. Overall, I'm pretty happy. I don't know about the Castaways music video, Dank, but if it ever happens, you'll be the first to know. I've always wondered what is the cool music in the background you use in all of your videos. So that's actually just out of YouTube Studio, Brian Park. I don't remember what it's called. It's been the same song in every video for the last year and a half. I use the exact same little song in the back all the time. This was such a fun stream, Madison. Like I said, I stayed in longer to hang out with you guys. I edit all of Warren's videos, Davis Extreme, so I see them all before everybody. I don't know who it is. If you can just go into the Discord and tell me their name, Loki, then I'll be able to find them. You're President Loki, yeah? Because I'm literally looking at it right now. I don't see anything suspicious or fishy. I see you typing. Yeah, Chris Afton isn't me. Yeah, I am Chris M. Rosser. So, I don't know who Chris Afton is, but maybe that's somebody else. But all right, guys, thank you so much for hanging out. Subscribe, follow me on Instagram, follow me on Twitter, join the Discord, do all those things. We are constantly chatting in the Discord, so if y'all want to hang out, we're there. Thank you guys so much for being a part of the community, a part of the stream. Had a blast. I will talk to you guys later.